Welcome to Kabbalah Daily, where ancient wisdom meets modern life. My name is Mira Levine, and in today's episode, The Hidden Roots of Fear, Turning Shadows into Light. Fear is one of the most powerful forces in human life. It drives decisions, shapes relationships, and often builds invisible walls around our potential. We think of fear as the enemy, something to push down, suppress, or escape. But in Kabbalah, fear is not meant to paralyze us. It is meant to reveal something deeper, where the vessel of our soul still longs for light. The nature of fear. Think of the last time you felt fear. Maybe it was fear of failure at work, fear of rejection in love, fear of losing what you've worked so hard to build. Fear appears when we feel the limits of our control. It's the shadow that shows up the moment our certainty is shaken. But Kabbalah teaches that fear is not random. It is a signal. It shows you exactly where your vessel is still unaligned with trust, where your desire is clinging to control instead of opening to receive. A real-life story. I once spoke with a man who wanted to start a new business but couldn't take the leap. "What if I fail?" he asked. "What if I lose everything?" On the surface, his fear was about money, but underneath, it was about identity. He was afraid of discovering he wasn't who he thought he was. When he began to see fear as a mirror, not an obstacle, something shifted. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" he began asking, "What part of me is ready to grow through this risk?" That shift didn't erase the fear, but it transformed it into fuel. Everyday examples. At work, you hesitate to speak up in meetings. The fear isn't just about being wrong, it's about exposing your voice. The light is showing you the place you need to strengthen. In relationships, you hold back from vulnerability. The fear isn't just about rejection, it's about intimacy. The mirror is showing where love wants to deepen. In personal growth, you avoid change because you fear the unknown. But the unknown is where new light waits. The Kabbalistic lens. Kabbalah distinguishes between two kinds of fear. One is paralyzing, the ego's fear of losing control. The other is elevating, the awe that comes from recognizing something greater than yourself. The first shrinks you, the second expands you. So the question is not, how do I get rid of fear? The question is, what kind of fear am I experiencing? Is it the fear that chains me or the awe that frees me? A practice for this week. Next time fear rises, pause. Instead of running from it, ask, what is this fear pointing me toward? Write it down. Sit with it. Then take one small step in that direction, not to erase the fear, but to walk with it. Because courage is not the absence of fear. It is the choice to move while holding it. Final reflection. So let's return to our title, The Hidden Roots of Fear. Fear is not your enemy. It's a teacher. It shows you where your vessel is still waiting for light. When you learn to see fear not as a shadow to escape, but as a mirror to read, everything changes. Fear becomes less of a prison and more of a path leading you back to the strength, trust, and freedom already within you. Thank you for tuning in to Kabbalah Daily. When you have seen everything, comment, "I am ready to receive," as our secret sign that you are a true follower of Kabbalah. If this sparked something in you, subscribe and like for more weekly insights. Share this with someone who's ready to look deeper. Until next time, receive with intention, give with purpose.